Hello, you guys. Well, y'all aren't in here yet, but let's see. Neptune retrograde. Hi. Hi, y'all. So tonight I am going to be going over Neptune retrograde. Hold on, I'm trying to put my info in here. Oh no. Okay, hold on. There we go. Hi. So tonight, I'm going to be going over Neptune retrograde because Neptune goes into retrograde tomorrow. And I feel like Neptune is definitely a planet that is looked over a lot when you're looking at your natal chart. But to me, Neptune is definitely something that you want to pay attention to when it comes to your relationships and all of that. So I put together a little PowerPoint on big. So I'm just going to let people come in. How are y'all feeling today? What's good? I'm so thankful that y'all joined me yesterday for the interview with Ashley Ashe at the Ashe shop. I really loved how she was able to break down the Orishas and the Ifa tradition, and I'm thankful that y'all participated so much. Y'all's questions were really, really good, and I hate that my phone was tripping. Hey, sis. My phone was tripping, and I didn't get to save the live, but I got to record it on my podcast. So if you guys, you can click my link tree, and my podcast Guided Soul Work is up. So you're able to access all of that information that she was, all the gems she was dropping yesterday on my podcast. And my podcast is also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. It's called Guided Soul Work. So yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and get my shit together. So somebody said they're feeling very, also two things. One thing, our chakra cosmology class starts July 24th. You can click the link in my bio to reserve your spot. With me and Khadidra, this class is going to be a 4-week long class. I'm super excited about that. And I'm sure y'all have seen my ad and stuff. I'm trying to find who just said they were emotional. That chakra cosmology class is really going to help people to understand how to approach shadow work and just build a cute community for, people to be able to be accountable and have, other people to talk to. So you've been feeling very emotional lately. What is your sign? Now, this is the homework. I meant to put this, but you guys, do y'all know what house Neptune is in your chart? Either way, for this live, you just need to know what your rising sign is, because I'm going to put how Neptune retrograde is going to affect all of us. But it's also really nice to know where Neptune is at natally in your chart also. Yeah, it's really good to know that. For me, Neptune is in the 7th house natally for me, and I'm going to go over what that means, but it has definitely reflected in my life having Neptune in the 7th house. Neptune is in the 12th house for you. Oof. So you're always absolving and cleansing other people's energy. You got to make sure that you spiritually cleanse yourself. And 12th house is you being prone to practicing escapism, even just in like a metaphysical sense, like daydreaming, staying in your imagination, if you have Neptune in your 12th house natally. All right, let me pull up my stuff. Hold on. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. I forgot to download the damn PowerPoint into my thing. Hold on. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so here we go. So this is Neptune retrograde, removing the illusions. Okay, so I decided to pick this picture because I'm like, you know, she got the mask. Neptune is mask off type of energy, and you're going to see why based on my slides that I have. So hold on. Y'all know I get excited to do these little these little PowerPoints. Okay, so let's go over what Neptune in your astrology or in astrology means. So I have the planet Neptune in astrology is the planet of mysticism, illusion, spirituality, paranormal, psychic abilities, drug addicts, escapism, artists, actors, and musicians. Neptune is the planetary ruler for the sign of Pisces, and this is the higher octave of Venus. Neptune's love being of a spiritual realm, soul type of love. The natal house placing of Neptune and a horoscope highlights the sector of life where we will face spiritual tests and forks in the road for our soul's evolution. So basically, Neptune in our natal chart shows us what area of our life we may not be seeing things clearly at. So this is why it's good to know what Neptune is, what house Neptune is in natally in your chart, so that you can know how you might be distorting things. You might be seeing things from an elusive perspective. For me, my Neptune is natally in the 7th house, and the 7th house rules relationships. And, you know, I be fucking delusional sometimes when it comes to my relationships, and so it has definitely manifested in that way. I have definitely romanticized past relationships and wasn't looking at shit for what it was, because I was under some type of illusion. So and that's me. So let me get to the next slide. Let's see. And I'm going to save this, but you know, you should still be present and be here, because what else is y'all doing? Y'all should just be laying in bed right now, you know? Okay, so the other side of Neptune is a victim slash savior complex. Addictions and escapism tendencies. So because Neptune naturally rules Pisces, okay, Pisces deals with, or Pisces energy is the oldest sign of the zodiac. So to me, Neptune has a lot of wisdom. And sometimes when you have a lot of wisdom and you know a lot of shit and your third eye is fully opened, reality kind of sucks here, because you're like, damn, why is this realm like this? Like, this sucks being here. And it can become very painful to be woke. It can become very painful to like know the truth about a lot of things and see that there is so much change that has to happen. So a lot of times, in order for Pisces or Neptune energy to cope, they can practice through levels of escapism. And escapism manifests in different forms, and I'm going to get to that. So tendencies. Thus, Neptune's house placing also highlights the area where one can be deceived or be in a fog of some sort, where things aren't always how they appear to you. People with dominant Neptune-themed charts should dedicate their lives to the spiritual path and focus on growing their psychic healing gifts. So if you have a Pisces sun, moon, or rising, that could be for you. If you have midhaven or north node in Pisces, you might be somebody that is specifically supposed to focus on doing some form of spiritual work, whether it is for the collective or it's for your family, for yourself, or your friends, or whatever. All right, let me see. So before I get to this escapism, all right, let me make sure I pull the right slide up. All right, cool. So, Neptune and Pisces retrograde. So, Neptune retrograde begins tomorrow, and it's going to be at 27 degrees, and it ends on December 6th at 24 degrees in Pisces. So, this is a minute that Neptune retrograde is going to be happening. Generally, Neptune retrograde is associated with stripping away the illusions, dreams, and false realities that have clouded your vision. So, breaking down what Neptune and Pisces at 27 degrees means. 27 degrees rules Gemini. So the themes for that is communication, which would be social media. Hold on, my TV is distracting me. Hold on, y'all. Can't be doing that. Okay. What did I say? Gemini rules communication and gadgets like televisions, phones. So basically, social media. We're going to see a lot of, social media is a big illusion, first of all. So with Neptune being in retrograde, there are going to be a lot of truths that come out through social media. And we're already seeing that right now. Like, there are a lot of truths that are being exposed as far as the world that we live in. But that's going to be, I guess, more. There's going to be, this could be also books, a lot of hidden knowledge and old books or old texts that might resurface around this time. In your personal life, this could affect your relationship with you and your siblings, or just the way that you grew up, etc., etc. So, let's see, my next one. Now, not only is Neptune retrograde happening, but the aspect of it is that it is going to be affecting Pluto as well. So the sextile aspect with Pluto, the planet of transformation, so Pluto naturally rules Scorpio, is power and rebirth, and it signifies a favorable connection between these energies. So sextile is basically something being in harmony. This alignment may provide support for deep transformation work, empowering you to dig deep into your psyche and wherever hidden truths or shadow aspects of yourself. It can be a time of personal truth, self-discovery, and empowerment. Okay, so let's break down basically the Neptune and Pisces themes. So one of the main things that I first spoke about was escapism. Now, for you in here who have strong Pisces placements, or you have 12th house placements, this should be something that you understand. It could be really easy for y'all to get into escapism because it does not feel good here all of the time, okay? And so escapism is a way of attempting to make negative feelings dissipate without working through the necessary steps in order to come to relief through mental resolution. It's a false economy, a quick fix, a crutch, and a placebo. So sometimes escapism can be, cool. It could work for you. But in the long run, it's kind of like, it's not good because you want to be able to face the things that are bothering you. And I think that right now we have such a quick fix to wanting to get temporary relief. And sometimes that can come in not the best forms, right? Also, we have Saturn in Pisces right now as well. And we, as well as having Neptune in Pisces. So we're seeing a lot of themes with the underwater world. Now, y'all been following me for a minute, and some of y'all have been on my lives. Y'all have listened to my podcast. Y'all, I am terrified of whales. I've been terrified of whales since I was 10 years old. And I tell everybody that I know because I haven't found anybody else who has this rational fear that I have. But I'm terrified of whales. And the shit that's going on in the aquatic economy in that ocean is crazy, okay? Because everybody tells me you shouldn't be afraid of whales. They don't eat people, but these whales is biting propellers off of boats. And it's crazy because we shouldn't be really doing the things that we're doing to them out in the ocean. So I understand, but I'm just saying that they're getting information in this ocean and they're doing things, and that's crazy. And it's the summertime and it's hot. So, and now we can't go to the beach. But yeah, so we're seeing themes about what's going on in the ocean I personally have been having a lot of dreams about the sea, and I had a dream about an orca whale last night, and that's a nightmare to me. That's not a dream, that's a nightmare. And the orca whale was in the whole dream. Like, I woke up so upset because I could breathe underwater and I was under there with it. It was a stupid dream. Like, I don't even want to tell y'all because it's stupid. But yeah, I also have had dreams about things coming out of the ocean that our eyes have not seen yet. So like I said, I think that there are going to be a lot of revelations about what did you say? I had a dream where a blue whale came and wrecked my house. That's what I'm saying. They is out here getting information. They said fuck all of y'all and what y'all got going on. We don't care. The boats, all of it. It's he was there to be your friend, sis. No, he wasn't there to be my friend. Well, in that dream last night, I was creating a dance routine with a whale. It's stupid. I don't want to say it. But yeah, so we're seeing a lot of stuff that's happening in the ocean. Y'all saw the thing that I posted on my story too, like just a lot of like revelations that are happening. On top of that, this is how you know that Hollywood uses astrology, because what do we have? The Black Panther come out, and that was about underwater life and just like this ancient royal indigenous culture. We had Avatar, and then we have The Little Mermaid. All of these movies about this underwater world is happening around the time where we have these major transits, with Saturn being in Pisces and now Neptune being in Pisces and all of that stuff. So we're starting to see that, and it's no coincidence. Like, they could have released those movies anytime. They've been working on those movies way before 2023, but they choose the perfect time because they know how to utilize astrology the right way, where now we're starting to see things manifest in real life, and now art is imitating life, or life is imitating art, however it goes. So yeah, so let's get into the different forms of escapism. Hold up. Where's that picture? Okay, so escapism comes in different forms. It's not always just, the major forms would be drugs and alcohol, because that's temporary relief. For us in our culture, I don't know if y'all can see these pictures very well, but social media has become a form of escapism. Just in all forms, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. A lot of times when we're dealing something in the present that we don't like, we're getting this quick release of dopamine or whatever to go and scroll on our Instagram, and we're looking at other people's lives and we're escaping into their reality. It feels good to look and see what they're doing. And of course, on social media, what's going to show is only the positive, happy stuff. People got, all of the money in the universe, and they on boats where the whales is eating the propellers, but they not getting ate up and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We practicing escapism through that. And not, just not wanting to be alone. And then, of course, you can also practice escapism where it could be healthy, but then it could go a little bit too far as well. So some people could practice escapism through work, but overworking because they don't want to sit with themselves. They could practice escapism through working out, through really focusing on just, anything. Too much of anything can turn into something that is not necessarily that great for you, right? So yeah, right now, and I also said that with Saturn being in Pisces, at the time that Saturn went into Pisces, P. Diddy and Carisha dropped that song, Act Bad. And I was like, damn, again, Hollywood entertainment industry, they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They do things around certain times with certain transits so that their energy, their movement, whatever can stick, their agenda can stick. So in that whole video, it's them basically, it's affirmation, act bad, like over and over and over and over again. And what does that come with? The whole video is them drinking, partying, doing all this stuff that it's nothing wrong with partying and all of that, but like doing all of these things that kind of take away and distract you from doing the work that you actually need to do and finding balance. And then you saw one of P. Diddy's baby mamas coming out, and she was like, their son got a DUI. And so I was like, and then Danny Lay got a DUI. And so I'm like, wow, with these transits being in Pisces, drinking this summer is going to be a major theme. It's going to be a thing, because it's already a lot of crazy shit going on, and it's hot as hell outside everywhere. It's so hot outside. So I feel like a lot of people are going to start leaning on escapism through alcohol. And Pisces energy rules institutions, whether that is the jailhouse or the psychiatric hospital, okay? And Saturn rules the planet of restrictions. So people feeling restricted in their energy, them wanting to escape in some type of metaphysical way. And, the easiest and fastest way to a lot of people is to drink, because it takes them out of their body. You know what I'm saying? So this summer, alcohol can be a very big theme, and getting a DUI can be a very big thing, because Saturn deals with restrictions. So I had posted that on my story, and I think on my page, to say be responsible with this summer's energy. Have fun, but also find balance, because Pisces will take shit, that energy will take it way too far, because you got to ask yourself, why do I want to do this? Am I going out and partying, or am I going out and I'm getting, messed up, drinking, doing all this shit because it's some festering energy within me that I don't want to deal with? Or do I genuinely just feel like I want to have fun and have a good time? If that's the case, if you can answer that question, just be like, I just want to have fun. I want to celebrate. I'm in love with life. I'm excited, and I want to have a drink with my friends. Do it. But if it's because, me and my partner, we arguing and I'm pissed because they don't understand me, or I'm upset about my life, I'm upset that I'm not living the life that I thought I was supposed to live, I'm upset about, my manifestations, they not coming to fruition, my bills, my this, my that. Instead of using that energy to drink, use that energy to sit down and do some shadow work. Use that energy to sit down and to create a plan for yourself. And then once you do that, then you can go and celebrate after that. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So another theme of escapism and Neptune being in Pisces is, and we see this in social media. All right. So I remember I used to do a lot of astrology posts, and I would use a lot of celebrities. And some of my followers were like, why are you using celebrities? This isn't, spiritual or whatever. And I was like, it is. So think about, celebrities are called stars for a reason. Celebrities are our Earth stars. And the energy and the behavior mimics the stars that are in the sky. So you can see that start to manifest. So as any planet goes into retrograde, there is a shadow period that affects us before it actually happens. So these themes that I have on here are an example of that. So Neptune and Pisces deals with relationships, taking off those rose-colored glasses and seeing shit for what it really is. So the first thing that I saw was JT and Lil Uzi Vert. I don't know much about their relationship, you know what I'm saying? I perceived that it was cute, and JT is always gushing over him and how good he is to her and all of these other things. Well, they saw that at the BET Awards, she got mad because apparently or allegedly he was talking to Ice Spice, and she got pissed and she called him a groupie, and she picked up her phone and threw that shit at his face. And that was like, wow, that was us being able to see, like, man, I don't know if they have a toxic relationship. I'm not too sure. I don't really, follow that shit. But that was the first example of maybe her even seeing his behavior and being like, what the fuck? Or maybe him seeing her behavior and being like, why would she assault me like this? Like, what is going on? But also for the world to see that, you know, their relationship is not perfect. Clearly there is wounds that need to be healed. They've been together for a while. You know what I'm saying? Her getting up and reacting like that, she was triggered about something, whether it's a past relationship, energy that she's dealing with, or maybe he's done something that has made her feel jealous in the past. And so she decided at the award show to have this fight, and it was all over. And then the next day they were out at a club dancing, and she took off his glasses and he was all flinching and shit, like, you know, I don't know, being funny or whatever. But that was just a really good example. Okay, that was really a perfect example of rose-colored glasses, like that energy being seen. Another one is Cardi B and Offset. Now, I haven't looked too deeply into this situation, but I did see that, I guess Offset said that Cardi B had sex with somebody else, and, you know, on game, he was gone. I don't know what he was going to do. But, yeah, after all of the times that I know that he's been caught cheating, those rose-colored glasses have come off because, you know, energy can be matched. And that was a realization for him, was that energy could be matched. Now, I think that she said that that wasn't true, and she said she could have. So she also might be taking off those blinders like, wait a minute, I stuck by your side for all of the toxic shit that you did to me, and now it's an alleged rumor that I might have did this to you, and you upset. It's crazy. So we're going to see a lot of themes of, if you're in a toxic relationship right now, and you know that y'all supposed to be doing work, or you know that y'all not supposed to be together, Neptune retrograde is definitely going to bring that shit to the forefront, okay? So go ahead and do what needs to be done. You know, babe, let's get into the shadow work. Let's look that up. Take classes. Take me and Khadija's class. But yeah, take some classes, do the things that you need to do, because this is definitely going to be a challenge for the next couple of months until December. Do the work, or realize, be mature enough to be like, you know what? You don't bring out the best in me, and I do not bring out the best in you. So it's probably best that we go ahead and remove ourselves. One of the things about being in a toxic relationship, oh, thank you. One of the things about being in a toxic relationship, there is a purpose for everything. And when you get into a relationship that's like that, because we've all, I'm going to say the majority of people have dealt with a relationship like this. A lot of us are dealing with abandonment wounds and all of those things. So, thank you. So, the purpose of being in a toxic relationship is to see, man, I really didn't love myself. That energy has been manifested and brought to me in a physical form. And now, look, I have to deal with myself. My reflection is through this person. Look at how this person is treating me, or look at how I'm treating this person. I need to correct this behavior. Either me and this person can wake up together and we can correct the behavior, or we can call it what it is and learn what we need to learn and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Our purpose is served. The karma has been absolved. We got the lessons. Now I can move forward and I can be a better person for somebody else, and same for them. But a lot of times, you know, a toxic relationship is so passionate. It's a roller coaster. It's exciting. It's not boring. You feel like, man, this person really loved me. Look at how they calling me 87 times and they popping up at my job and all of this silly ass shit or whatever. You feel loved, because a lot of us are suffering from an abandonment wound, which requires shadow work. Which brings me to my last couple, Blueface and Krishan. I guess, you know, their relationship has been toxic from start. So I guess she's doing well, Krishan Rock. You know, she pregnant, she out here, she's accepted the fact that, you know, Blueface has narcissistic behaviors and things of that nature, and he's now getting back with his other baby mama, and he's doing all this other ass shit. And so she's at the award show, and I guess she posted a message of him begging her to come back and trying to manipulate her. And so then he came out and was like, listen, I'm on house arrest in a whole nother state that I don't even belong in because I took the charges for her going around beating up on people while she's pregnant. Again, rose-colored glasses coming down. He's starting to see things for what it is, and so is she. We just not good for each other. That is okay. So this is going to be a theme for the next few months. So if you are in a toxic relationship, do the work that you need to do so that it don't look crazy like this. All right. Now we have another thing that I just saw today, and it really kind of made me sad. But I was going to use this as an example. So like I said, with Saturn being in Pisces and now Neptune being in Pisces retrograde, a lot of themes of, escapism through drugs and alcohol. Using drugs and alcohol to cope with these deep energies is a theme. Use time to heal abandonment wounds. So today, I guess a few days ago, Kodak Black was on live, and he had a friend recording him, and he was not looking well. People were saying that it looked like he was on drugs. He was talking real fast, and what he was saying didn't make any sense. And I think they said that he turned himself in for doing that. I'm not too sure. But I saw that it said today Kodak Black holds back tears after a fan told him to go back to jail and sober up. I didn't get to listen to the video, but it's just really heartbreaking because a lot of times these people, celebrities or whatever, they're taking care of so many people around them, and they're getting taken advantage of, and they're trying to do shadow work because they working for themselves and also still be a source of motivation and still producing all of these things. And they don't really have people to always rely on that they trust. So it's really easy to slip into, escapism with partying, drinking, and all of those things. And so on a scale on our level, that's something that we could deal with too. Heavier energies really manifesting and not really knowing what to do with that shit. So we're going into using things that just aren't good for us. Okay. Let's see. So I had to put these in order because they were out of order. All right. So the next one, I hope that y'all are understanding everything. Hold on. So the next slide, this one. So during this period, you may find that your intuition is heightened. So like I said, Neptune and Pisces, Neptune is naturally in Pisces or whatever. This is dealing with psychic abilities as well. So during this time, you may find that your intuition is heightened and you are more in tune with your emotions and the spiritual realm. So on a collective level, we are going to collectively really get in tune with our intuition and be able to trust our intuition. And the dream realm is going to be heightened now. You know what I'm saying? Because retrograde means taking time. So dreams are going to be crazy. Yesterday, Ashley said to, try to record your dreams. This is something that I tell people who book readings with me as well. When you have your dreams, you could either download a voice recorder on your phone to wake up and just say what you remember or write it out. Try to remember, I saw a chicken, I saw an egg, I saw this, I saw that, and then write down the energy behind those two things. Oh, the chicken reminded me of, I don't know, my childhood teacher, the energy from that, or whatever. Try to write down the energies from that, and you can go back to it and see how it's manifesting in real time. Or if it's a dream that is for the collective, and if you like to use social media, you can share that with other people. So, this alignment between Neptune and Pluto can offer opportunities for spiritual growth, personal healing, and greater understanding of the hidden forces at play in your life. Approach this time with introspection and self-reflection. The energy of Neptune retrograde in Pisces combined with sextile to Pluto gives us insight on our subconscious patterns, illusions, or fantasies that may need to be addressed. It is a good idea to make use of this energy by engaging in practices such as any form of grounding. Meditation doesn't have to look like everybody else's meditation. If you're into any form of therapy, that could be good too. Journaling, of course. If you don't like physically writing your thoughts down, then record a voice recorder. That's what I do. I hate writing because I feel like my thoughts move faster than my hand, and my hand writing is very bad. It does not look good. It's not, legible. I think that's the word. And so I personally prefer to record my thoughts, and it's on my phone. That's something that, is always with me, and I can do it at any time. So y'all can do that. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Where are you? Okay. So Neptune retrograde. Neptune retrograde's transits can internalize your fears and anxieties by removing illusions, dreams, and false realities. So when I was making this PowerPoint for y'all today, I thought about Neptune retrograde being represented by the Tower card in tarot and the tarot cards. So typically when people get readings, when the tarot card pops up, sometimes that's a card that's feared because it means that there's some type of revelation that's about to happen. I think that when the Tower card pops up, it's necessary because why would you want to build something off of an illusion? So Neptune retrograde is dismantling those illusions that you might have. An illusion in your relationship where you are romanticizing something and looking at something from a really different a perspective that you shouldn't be. So Neptune retrograde is coming and it's like, listen, this person ain't for you, or you not for that person. Y'all not bringing out the best in each other. So we need to go ahead and figure out what's going on so that we can really build, or we can scrap the whole shit and we can go about our ways. Same with your manifestations, your dreams, your whatever. That's what Neptune retrograde represents to me, as really dismantling things that aren't really real. So that could be scary. You know what I'm saying? This could be reality kind of sucks sometimes. I was thinking earlier, I was like, damn, I hate what life does to people. And then I had to correct myself. Like, it's not life. Life is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's the realities that we're in that can kind of suck sometimes. And because of dealing with reality and looking at it for what it is, it can really be painful. It can really hurt. That's why I said when you woke, you can't go back to sleep and the shit kind of sucks. And you have to really do the work to find peace within yourself, or, you could lose it and be like, what is this all for? Like, what are we doing? But Earth is a school. Okay. So we learning. False realities that cloud your vision. So collectively, this is going to be a shift for our consciousness as well. So we're going to start to see this realm that we're in for what it is. And like I said, we're already there. Like, we seeing like how fucked up, the system is, how, celebrities are in on all of these weird things, and they have agendas, and we're already seeing that. So we're going to see more of that and really start to accept that. We really need to focus on going within now. So that's what Neptune retrograde is going to be. The destruction of your fantasy world will reveal the harsh realities you once tried to avoid. You might have fooled yourself about love, finances, or career or opportunities. So as harsh as that sounds, like I said, this revelation has to happen so that you're able to really build a solid foundation on something that's real. How long do you want to build on something that doesn't have a stable foundation? You know what I'm saying? Like, how long do you want to do that? And I keep going back to a relationship just because I think that that's an easy example. But that could also be in your career. That could be in, the goals that you set for yourself. Are they really realistic? Are they practical? Or are you kidding yourself? And are you being delusional? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's really deal with this shit. Do you really think that you're able to do these things? Like, now it's time for you to do the work. That's what Neptune retrograde can, signify as well. All right. So let me make sure I'm getting through all of these. And then if y'all have questions, I'm gonna look. I haven't been looking at the comments yet because your girl don't want to get lost, but I do want y'all to participate. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you how Neptune retrograde is going to affect you based off of your rising sign. Okay, so I hope y'all taking notes. Hold on. Okay, so the first one is, let me see, choose a different. All right, so this is, make sure that you know what your rising sign is so that you're able to participate. And if you don't, it's okay, because you could just listen. I'm going to save this live, but I don't want y'all to rely on me saving this live because shit be happening on this damn phone. Okay, so this first one is for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo risings. Okay, so this is the theme that you are going to be paying attention to from now until December 6th. So Aries rising, this Neptune retrograde may bring confusion or uncertainty regarding your spiritual beliefs or ideals. It's essential to take time to reflect and review your spiritual path or any illusions you may have been holding on to. So Aries rising, Neptune retrograde is going to be in your 12th house. So 12th house not only represents your spiritual beliefs, but also karmic energy that needs to be cleared out. I'm gonna get to y'all. This is based off of your rising sign. So yeah, if you 12th house. 12th house deals with karmic energy that needs to be cleared up, or karmic relationships that you might have. So Aries rising, you might be in a relationship with someone that it's a karmic connection. And now Neptune retrograde is really clearing out your beliefs in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your connection to, or even not even just karmic, twin flame, soulmate? Like, what does that really mean to you? What does that really mean to the situation that you're in? So Aries rising, and also personally, you might be looking into like challenging yourself about what you believe. Like, should I been believing, I don't know, astrology this whole time, and now I got more questions, and maybe it's some shit that doesn't make sense. Or maybe you are religious and you're starting to question, like, I'm starting to question certain things. This might send you on a quest of really doing the research on your own. This could also be a time where you might feel like you want to connect to a bigger spiritual community, or you could be connected to a spiritual community and you start to question, well, what is the role of everybody in this community? Are people really doing the things that they're talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got the vernacular right now. We all got shadow work, this, that. But when I really take an assessment on the people that are around me, are they really doing the work? That's including yourself. So Aries rising, you might be really looking at yourself for that reasoning. Like, what does the work really mean? People keep saying to do the work. What does that shit actually mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, just really questioning that. All right, Aries rising, can y'all resonate? If not, this is what it is. This is what's happening. So all right, Taurus rising, Neptune is transiting your 11th house. So before I read this, the 11th house rules friendships, your community, networking, your dreams, your goals, all of that. So Taurus rising, this period may create confusion or deception in your friendship or social circles. Take a closer look at the people you surround yourself with and assess whether they align with your values and aspirations. So it kind of sounds like what I said about Aries rising, but this is more personal. If you're a Taurus rising, you might be like, I got goals that I'm trying to do, and now I'm looking around at my friends and we not on the same frequency. Neptune is a very spiritual planet, so a lot of us are going through a spiritual awakening. A lot of us are going through wanting to do better. I see a lot of people really wanting to change the way that they eat. I see a lot of people really wanting to be better people. So Taurus rising, you might be like, I'm really trying to be a better person. And I feel like the people that I'm around, they keep pulling my energy back into a space that I don't want to be in. I don't want to gossip with you. I don't want to participate in the things that I used to participate in. I want to grow. I want to evolve. And now I'm questioning if you have the same goals in mind. And it's okay, I could love you from afar, but right now I'm being called to do something else. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't mean that y'all can't be friends. I'm just being called to do something else. There's separation happening right now. So yeah, Taurus risings, let me know how y'all feel. All right, so Gemini rising. This Neptune retrograde is going to be transiting your 10th house. So 10th house deals with business. It deals with your status, the way that people perceive you. This deals with discipline and following your own blueprint, right? Getting shit done, basically. So Gemini rising, Neptune retrograde may bring confusion or misunderstandings in your career or public image. Be cautious of any illusions or deceptive situations at work and review your long-term goals and aspirations. Whenever you, take that, being a Gemini rising, this might be a time where you might be looking at your job a little bit different, your career a little differently. Maybe you're trying to get a higher position, or maybe you're just questioning, like, is what I'm doing really helping this company? Is it really helping me? Like, I don't know. This could be that. And just, again, Geminis, y'all are very talented, multi-talented people. Y'all are really good at being leaders and speakers and all of that. So make sure that, that aligns with you being able to use your voice and not a situation where you're not able to speak up, All right, Cancer risings. If you're a Cancer rising like me, okay, Neptune retrograde is transiting your 9th house. So 9th house deals with higher spiritual knowledge. 9th house deals with travel. It deals with philosophy. It deals with other cultures and all of those things, okay? So Cancer rising, this retrograde may create confusion or uncertainty in your beliefs or higher education. It's a good time to review any spiritual or philosophical concepts you've been following and assess if they still resonate with you. For me personally, I feel like I'm always questioning and challenging what I believe in. And that's just because, I have a Gemini and 3rd house energy in my chart. So I'm always going to make myself a student to something. And I always want to see if the stuff that I believe in, if I'm able to actually apply it and utilize it in my life. So anytime you have something going through the 9th house, this is you going off on a quest and gaining material so that you're able to digest this information and spread the wisdom to others. Okay, so Cancer rising, it might be a time of just reviewing, like, that type of stuff, like, what kind of wisdom am I inheriting? What kind of wisdom am I sharing? All right, Leo rising. Neptune retrograde is transiting your 8th house. So 8th house is rules transformation, transmutation, other people's resources. So to me, 8th house could be, you being able to inherit money or opportunities based off of affiliation with someone else, or it's kind of like a good thing, but it's also a deeply felt, like, emotional, like, heavy type of energy as well. So Leo rising, Neptune retrograde may bring confusion or deception in your shared resources or intimate relationship. So if you're married, or, you're in a space where you have to share your resources with someone or whatever, this could be a time where that's, being brought to focus. Like, You know, maybe y'all saving some money. Maybe somebody ain't doing the right thing with something. I'm not too sure how that applies or falls for you. But yeah. And then your intimate relationship. This might be a time where maybe you have to learn how to, because Scorpio energy is very secretive and very like, I don't necessarily know how or want to be vulnerable with you. And so this might be a challenge for you to learn how to be vulnerable with your partner, or this could be a theme of, you know, some shit coming out about y'all's relationship where you like, I didn't even know. I didn't know that you didn't like tacos on Tuesday. I don't know. I'm trying to get my pen. Yeah, shit like that. So take a closer look at any financial or emotional entanglements and ensure that there's transparency and trust. So, you know, not getting in entanglements at this time. Okay, Leo rising. Just being mindful that you're communicating to everybody that's involved, because you might be out here dating multiple people. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do. But you just want to make sure that, you know, you got all your ducks in a row, basically, so that doesn't backfire on you in some type of way. All right, Virgo rising, Neptune retrograde is transiting your 7th house. If you remember what I said about Neptune being in the 7th house, my Neptune natally is in the 7th house. Your girl is delusional when it comes to relationships, okay? I be romanticizing shit that is not real. And I'm doing better now. But what I'm saying is that, you know, we be wearing rose-colored glasses when it comes to our relationships, or even having crushes on people. All of my life, you know, I have been a person, you know, like Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name, like that whole video where like she's having a whole inside of her head relationship with that man, and that man don't even know her. You know what I'm saying? He don't even pay attention to her serving coffee and his biscuits and gravy or whatever. That's how my Neptune in the 7th house was working for me all of my life up until recently. Okay? So, I've been looking into my fiance a lot lately. Yeah, so, if Virgo rising, you are getting a taste of Neptune being in the 7th house. So 7th house rules relationships, business contracts, business relationships, all of those things, okay? You might mess around and like somebody and have a crush on them, and you having a whole in your head relationship, and you need to communicate that, you know, you like this person, and or, you know, you might get with that person because you had a whole inside relationship and you romanticize what you thought that they was going to be like. And then you get with them and they not living up to that version that you made in your head, you know. And so you like, damn, my reality is coming crashing down. This person is not who I thought that they was. Well, now the work is that you got to realize that you can't be romanticizing people, okay? You got to believe people for who they said that they was and not for what you wrote in your head, okay? It's not a script. So this period may create confusion or illusions in your partnerships. So also if you're in a relationship, you know, you might be in a relationship and you didn't, you know, put your partner on some type of pedestal in your head and thought that they wanted to, what's a good example? You thought that, I don't know, they wanted to go feed the ducks on Wednesday and they don't even like ducks. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? And now you're upset. You're upset about your partner not wanting to do the things that you thought that you had in your head, and it's upsetting you. And so now you have to learn how to communicate openly and say, I thought that when I got in this relationship with you that this is things that you liked, and you don't. So instead, you don't have to like break up with them or anything, but you know, you could just, that's a lesson for you to accept people for who they are, meet in the middle, find some type of compromise. You feel me? So it's important to communicate openly and honestly to avoid misunderstandings or deceptive situations. I just gave some bogus light examples that I thought were funny, but it could be a lot deeper for Virgo risings, okay? Deception is heavy. All right, so before I get into the next row of signs, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, risings. How do y'all feel about that so far? Give me some energy. Talk to me. How are y'all feeling? Are y'all ready? Because I do these PowerPoints to prepare you so that you're not just going into your life blind. You know what I'm saying? You like, okay, I'm seeing that things are happening, and because I have this thing right here that Solaris created, I'm able to go back and be like, okay, cool. You know, shit be happening in them planets. It's not always you. Shit happens in the sky and it affects us. All right, so let me go to the next bunch of signs. All right, let's see. So we did that. Okay. Now, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces rising. If you in a building, put your rising sign emoji up in here. All right, so first off is Libra rising. Neptune retrograde is happening in your 6th house. 6th house rules routine. It rules work. It rules self-care. It rules your health. So to me, when you have something in your 6th house and it's in retrograde, your routine might get a little bit messed up around this time. So, you know, Libras, you might have to learn how to be adaptable to certain things being out of order around this time, okay? So Libra rising, Neptune retrograde may bring confusion or uncertainty in your daily routines or work environment. Take time to review your habits, health practices, and the quality of your work to ensure they align with your overall well-being. Libra placements, y'all do not like confrontation. This is how I describe Libras. Y'all like balance, right? That's what y'all are the scales. Y'all don't like confrontation, and sometimes people, you don't know how to set boundaries for yourself, and y'all will sit there and let people just, you know, assault y'all's boundaries. And then in order for y'all to restore harmony, y'all end up losing it and just hot-tempered, going berserk, because you didn't just speak up to say, no, I don't like that, I don't want you to do that, or I can't do it. Y'all be having hard times with saying no, and then it get crazy. So this retrograde is really going to challenge y'all to learn how to create boundaries for yourself, and also, like I said, to be adaptable. But Libra, you are an air sign, so, you know, maybe you can be adaptable. Okay, next up is Scorpio rising. This Neptune retrograde is transiting your 5th house. 5th house rules your inner child. It rules creation. It rules pleasures. Okay, it rules your heart. It rules love and all of those things. So, what am I on? Scorpio rising. You are going to, this is going to be a time where you're really going to be taking time for your inner child. Or if you have children, this might be a time where you might be more focused on your children and their needs and what they're saying. You know, children are basically, they're you, and everything that you suppress comes out in the child. So if your child is, you know, not in their normal element, or they're acting up a little bit more, like, really try to pay attention to the why and give them what you felt like you didn't get, you know, when you were a child. But other than that, for your own inner child energy, this is a good time for you to kind of reflect on your childhood. All of us have trauma from our childhood, even if it wasn't directly from your household that you lived in. It could be from a teacher, it could be from bullies at school, it could be from other family members. We all have something from our childhood that we have to heal. So particularly for Scorpio risings, this is going to be a theme. So let me read it. This retrograde may create confusion or deception in your creative projects or romantic relationships. Again, fifth house rules love and your heart too. So it's a good time to review your artistic endeavors and assess if they truly reflect your authentic self. So maybe your romantic relationship triggers a wound from your inner child. You know what I'm saying? Like, you and your partner, they might do something that triggers you and it reminds you of something in your childhood. And you like, damn, I'm becoming explosive and I'm acting this way because this reminds me of something that I dealt with when I was younger and I don't like that. So it opens up a line of communication with your partner. Okay? All right. Sagittarius rising. Neptune retrograde is transiting your fourth house. Fourth house deals with ancestors. It deals with the maternal energy, the matriarch. It deals with your home. It deals with stability. Yeah. So, Sagittarius risings, you might have themes that deal with, you know, reflecting what type of family you come from. The things that you dealt with in your childhood, things that, you know, questioning the stability that you had when you were growing up and how it affects you as an adult today. It could be themes around security as well. And it could also be themes around, you know, your ancestors too. Like, yeah. So Sagittarius rising, Neptune retrograde may bring confusion or misunderstandings in your home or family life. Take time to review any illusions or deceptive dynamics within your family or living situation. Okay. So this opens up a line of being able to communicate, and it almost is like what Scorpio rising is going to be going through as far as doing inner child work. So will Sagittarius risings be doing inner child work. Okay. Capricorn rising, Neptune retrograde is happening. Y'all know I like to get on this live and not have my phone fully charged, but it's all good because I got my charger right here and I'm on 10%. So what happened yesterday ain't gonna happen today because I'm growing and I'm a better person. Okay, so Capricorn rising. Neptune retrograde is happening in your third house. Third house rules communication. It rules siblings. It rules you being a student and doing research on things. It rules your relationship with your siblings. Yeah. I was trying to make sure I covered everything in my head. So, Capricorn risings, you might have themes dealing with anything with that, okay? Your communication is going to come into focus right now. And I think that that's very fitting for Capricorn risings because I think that Capricorn placements can be very detached sometimes, or naturally very detached and very cold and very logical. Although Capricorn is a feminine sign, they still have characteristics of masculine energy. So what's going to come into focus is what you said. Don't worry, I can go back to Cancer rising because I'm a Cancer rising, but I'm also going to have this video on my page and also this PowerPoint on my page too. So Capricorn rising, I feel that this is going to be a good time for you to really focus on what you said and how you said it. Because it's not what you said, it's how you said it. I feel like Capricorn placements, they be a little bit too blunt and they say things a little bit too, it's too much. It's too much for the people around you. It's too much and they don't think anything of it and it hurts. So Capricorn placements, communication is going to be a thing. Also, maybe if you are doing something with social media, that might be a thing. So this is a period that may create confusion or uncertainty in your communication or daily routines. It is essential to be clear and transparent in your interactions and review any illusions or deceptive patterns in your everyday life. This is doing inner work, Capricorn rising. It's time for you to really pay attention to your own ways, okay? Or if somebody is deceiving you and creating illusions around you, you know what I'm saying? Like, really take an assessment. Why did I attract that type of energy into my reality? All right. Now, Aquarius risings. Aquarius, the Neptune retrograde is transiting in your second house. Second house deals with values. It deals with material possessions. It deals with luxury. It deals with food. So you might have themes around what you value right now, Aquariuses. Aquariuses, that they be having their own things that they value that nobody knows, okay? It just only makes sense to them. So that might come to the forefront. So Neptune retrograde may bring confusion or deception in your finances or personal values. Take time to review your financial situation and reassess your values to ensure they align with your long-term goals. Aquarius risings, okay? All right, Pisces rising. Neptune retrograde is in your first house. First house deals with the self. It deals with your identity. It deals with the way that you perceive yourself. It deals with the way others perceive you. All right. So there's going to be maybe themes around your identity, like an identity crisis in some type of way. Like, am I really the person that I say I am? Whatever. The retrograde may create confusion or uncertainty in your personal identity or appearance. So right now, from now until December, Pisces risings, you might want to shift something physically about you. You might be like, you know what? I want to do something different. I want to change my hair. I want to become healthier. I want to, I don't know, you just want to do something different to change your self-image because maybe it's not aligning with the person that you are evolving or growing into. First thing I could think of is hair, because hair is a very great representation of, not who you are, but just your mood, your energy. You might want to shift your style, something like that. So take time to reflect on your self-image and reassess it if it aligns with your authentic self. All right. So for the person who said that they are a Cancer rising, I can briefly tell you, just because I'm a Cancer rising as well, that Neptune retrograde is in your 9th house. So this is going to be a time where you're challenging the things that you believe in. Why do I believe this? Why do I believe in, for me, why do I believe in astrology? Why do I believe in these certain spiritual practices? Why do I have these rituals and routines? Have I really seen that this has helped me in some way in my life? Or am I being delusional about it? And I just created, this ritual or this routine because it was trendy, or is it something that I really identify with that makes me feel grounded and makes me feel connected to my higher self? Also, this could be themes around traveling. This could also deal with learning about a different culture, maybe learning about a different culture and seeing, like, compare and contrast to the culture that we're in over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that. All right. So the last slide is, okay, I know that looks really small, but I'm going to read it. So the themes around Neptune retrograde are self-reflection and inner awareness. Neptune in Pisces retrograde encourages introspection and self-reflection. It provides an opportunity to dive deep into your own psyche and gain greater understanding of your inner world, and also the things in the ocean. Okay, pay attention to the aquatic life. This is also a dissolution of illusions. Neptune in Pisces retrograde can bring heightened awareness of any illusions or delusions that you may have been under. It prompts you to question and reevaluate any beliefs or perceptions that may not be based in reality. Another theme is spiritual awakening and growth. This retrograde can bring a period to facilitate spiritual growth and deepening of your connection to the divine. It encourages a more profound exploration of your spiritual path and reevaluation of your spiritual practices. It is also uncovering deception and unhealthy patterns. So unhealthy patterns are ways in which you choose to escape. Some of us choose to practice escapism through our relationships. Some of us practice escapism through scrolling, through watching TV, through eating, through working, etc. So Neptune and Pisces retrograde can reveal any hidden deceptions or unhealthy patterns in your life. It brings clarity and insight into situations where you may have deceived or been deceiving yourself. Boundary setting and self-care. This retrograde period emphasizes the importance of establishing healthy boundaries and practicing self-care. It helps you recognize any areas where you may be sacrificing your own well-being for the sake of others. It also enhances your intuition and psychic abilities. This could be a time of heightening your intuitive and psychic abilities. It's time to trust your inner guidance and pay attention to any intuitive messages, dreams, or insights that may arise. Reconnecting with your dreams and imagination. Imagination ruled a nation, okay? So take advantage of Neptune being in retrograde, slowing down to enhance your imagination, to nurture your imagination. So this retrograde period encourages you to reconnect with your dreams, imagination, and creative expression. It supports you in exploring your artistic side and tapping into the power of your imagination. I feel like I said that like 18 times, but y'all get what I'm saying. Revisiting past spiritual practices or beliefs. Neptune and Pisces invites you to revisit past spiritual practices or experiences. It encourages you to reevaluate and potentially revise your approach to spirituality based on your current growth and understanding. And then, so overall, Neptune and Pisces prompt self-reflection, getting rid of illusions, deepening your connection to the spiritual world, and all of that good stuff. So I hope y'all like my PowerPoint. Now I will go through and read y'all's comments. And if you have questions or you just want to share, if you want some advice about something, you know, let's get into it. Okay. Let's see. Let's start from the top if there are any things. Let's see. I feel like I saw some questions in here. I'm not too sure though. Okay, I've been working to grow through it, and I think it's because because I have a whale animal totem. That's crazy. I don't know if I was a whale in my past life or if I got eaten by a whale. Let me tell y'all the moment that I realized I was afraid of whales. It was the 5th grade. My teacher's name was Miss Douglas. That's how you know it's trauma, because I remembered the whole scene. We was in the class and they had a whale archaeologist man. I don't know if that's even a job or if he was made up or real. I'm not too sure. But he came in and he showed us a whale film documentary. And I love water, okay? I'm a Cancer rising. I love water. I take really long showers. I like water gazing. I love drinking water. You know, I love water. So we're looking at the thing and a whale pops up and the camera got really close on the whale's eye. And that shooketh me to my soul, because I was like, I don't know why. In my head, I was like, why does that whale's eye look like a human's eye? Not to say that I feel like animals don't got human looking eyes. And that whale that I saw had a human eye, and that bothered me. And then my mind started to spiral, and I was like, how big are whales' eyes? And because I couldn't figure it out, it really bothered me. It did something in my spirit. I didn't like it. I didn't like the idea of, I just don't understand. And the ocean is big and they are big. They have just grown to be so huge. It's kind of like a snake. I have a snake, right? The snake grows as big as the tank that you put it in. So the whale grew as big as the ocean and like 100 feet long. Like, that's long as hell. And you telling me that these big creatures don't eat humans? And I maybe they don't, but like, you compared to a whale, like, it just, Like, did you see? It was a whole thing about these two old ladies in a boat, and they was whale watching, and the boat swallowed them. They wasn't on a boat. They was on paddles, or maybe a little boat, but they got swallowed up into the whale's mouth. This is real. Look it up. It's real. And they was like, the lady gonna say, we couldn't tell if we was in the ocean or in the mouth. What you mean? How did that happen? How did you put yourself in that? But you don't know. You don't know because you didn't see. And so now people are saying people don't eat, the whales don't eat people, but they swallowed up two ladies and they spit them out. But still, it just bothers me. It really bothers me in my soul. Like, I don't understand. And now orca whales is the demons of the ocean. Let me tell y'all, because the way I could go on a rant about this, the way that they play with their food. And they take baby seals and throw them up in the air like a volleyball and play games with them. They don't even want to eat them. They just playing games with them and doing all types of things. It just is crazy. And now those are the ones that's in the ocean getting information. And because I'm scared of whales, now my timeline is showing me all of the whale news. So, sorry, I just had to. I need y'all to understand, this is a legit fear. I'm scared. I had a dream where a blue whale came and wrecked my house. That's what I'm saying. Just nightmares. Let's see. Thank you for all the knowledge. Aw, I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, yes, I've been seeing that a lot with people going to jail for drugs. Yeah, drugs, DUIs. If you drink, if you go out and party, please just remember my words and share it with other people. This summer is not the summer to be drinking and driving. For real. It's really not. Let's see. Aquarius rising, Gemini moon. This is based off of the rising sign. Let me see. Virgo rising here with a Venus in Cancer. I'd be making wedding plans, not even knowing their last names, is what I'm saying. It's sick. I've been like that all of my life. Don't let me have a crush on somebody and now I'm over here singing like Alicia Keys being weird. Exactly what I needed to hear. Delusional relationships, thoughts are not reality. Yeah, all of my relationships have been not all of them, but the majority of my relationships have been rooted in delusion on my end, because sometimes delusion is just way better than what I'm seeing in you. Okay. My energy is spot on. My energy is spot on with what you're saying. Like you said, planets be moving, so it will happen. Thank you. Also, my dreams and naps are going crazy. Yes, crazy. Let's see. Oh my gosh, thank you. I've definitely been battling the beliefs I grew up with. Oh, okay. I missed Aries rising. Are you saving the live? Not, can you redo it? Yes, I am saving the live, but Aries rising, I'll say this because I'm right here and I'm real. Aries rising, the Neptune retrograde may bring confusion or uncertainty regarding your spiritual beliefs or ideals. It's essential to take time to reflect and review your spiritual path or any illusions you may have been holding on to. Now we got a scammer in here talking about how are you doing? My ancestors will bless you and protect you. I've seen the videos of them. All these animals are showing out. Yep, in the aquatic life. Did you hear about the elephant that found the preacher lady who killed its baby? The elephant somehow found. Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty rational to me. I mean, it's crazy, but yeah. Okay, I don't see too many questions, but I hope that this live helps y'all and that y'all enjoyed it and you enjoyed my PowerPoint. I'm definitely going to save this live. Don't forget to sign up for the Chakra Cosmology class that starts on July 24th. It is a 4-week class, and this is really going to really show y'all how to do shadow work for real. And what else I got going on? Oh, don't forget my book, Your Own Universe, my children's book. please, if you have any nieces, nephews, kids, or somebody that's about to have a baby, it's a great baby shower gift. That's in my bio. I'm trying to get my book out there as much as possible. I'm working on, I want to do my own little book tour, so I'm trying to work on that. Also, I'm going to be interviewing more people on my page. So if you guys have anybody that you want to see get interviewed, DM me so that I can DM them and see if they're open to doing an interview with me. And it's going to be on here, but I'm also going to record it on my podcast. I also did a Neptune retrograde podcast today that is up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so y'all can catch that. Also, have y'all been seeing that your girl has been getting published in so many online magazines? I've been in Bustle, My Imperfect Life. I've been in a lot of different things, and I try to put it in my story to celebrate myself, but I don't be knowing. Maybe I should do like a video about it, because it is a great accomplishment, and I'm very grateful that I'm finally believing in myself, and I'm able to have these opportunities. So you can book a astrology reading with me. I offer astrology transit readings where stuff like this, you can see how it personally affects you. So that could be anywhere from Venus retrograde. You can book that. If you want to get a full astrology reading, you can also book that reading on my website. If you want to, or DM me if you have questions. If you want to get a tarot reading, I have many different tarot reading services, all the way from career, love readings, energy readings, all of those things. One of my main new services is called the Guided Soul Work Reading, and this is a tarot, it's a monthly membership that includes tarot and astrology. So basically, when you book that reading with me, you're going to be meeting with me 4 times a month, and we're going to pull cards, and you're going to have homework that you have to do, and you're going to have to be accountable with me, and we will focus on the transits that happen, and we will go over your journal prompts and the homework that you have. I really love that because I feel like a lot of people have asked if I do monthly readings or monthly subscriptions, and I created that. It's on my site, so take advantage of that. And yeah, you can talk to me more often if you do that. If you're interested in talking to me more often, you can do that. All right, shit. So I put my phone on the charger for a second, so I feel like I'm on a good 15%. Feeling good about that. Let me see. Oh, thank you for saying congratulations. I appreciate you. Crazy listening to this. My boy said animals would start randomly attacking people out of karma. That's a fact, Just try to be good to these animals because the animal kingdom is real. I always tell y'all about the show Zoo. Zoo came out a couple years back, and it was basically about animals. They started, violating human boundaries, and they was like, all right, we let y'all put us in these zoos and make us into house pets and all of these things, and we was trying to be y'all's familiars, but y'all taking it too far. So every animal from the land, sky, and sea started to turn on all of the humans. That's a show, and they be putting shit in shows before it physically manifests in real time, and that's why orca whales are in the ocean circling around, disrespecting boats on propellers and all things. So, I don't know. And then the thing that I posted with the light in the ocean, y'all know I think ocean is space. So the whales are the motherships. Yeah, it's a lot going on. So I can't be too sure. It is crazy. Very much so. What else do I have going on? That's it, really. y'all book some readings with me. I know that I changed my thing on my bio to community, and it doesn't say psychic and astrologist anymore. I just don't want it to say that because I just feel like this is community work, you know? So, yeah, that's what I got for y'all. I'm going to be going live with Khadijah again on Monday. That's going to be a ritualistic style thing. So if y'all have any topics that y'all want us to talk about, please let us know. And again, let me know if y'all want me to interview somebody, because I'll do it. I'll DM Beyonce for y'all. And she ain't gonna answer, but I will. I want to find some good people. A part 2 interview like last night on Yoruba, that was amazing. Oh yeah, I've already asked her. She said that she would be down to do another interview, but of course it's based on her schedule and how everything aligns. But I would love to interview her. She has so much information, and she's very unapologetic with that information, and so I learned a lot, and I really appreciate her and the work that she does, so that's cool. There's a couple of people I have in mind that I want to interview, but I don't know. I'm gonna DM them. I don't know. I've been telling my friends that sometimes I think people think I'm weird. And so that's maybe why they don't want to DM me back. And I don't blame them. If I'm coming off as weird, or if I'm being weird, that's what it is. That's what I am. But I'm still going to try. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for being in here with me for hours, I guess. It is 11:19, so I hope that y'all have a beautiful dream night and that you wake up and you remember your dreams. I hope that you're so comfortable. Remember, you don't fall asleep, you go to sleep. So be intentional about going to sleep tonight. Set the mood. Put some incense in there, sage your room first, open a window, sage, do some Palo Santo, light an incense, maybe, dim your lights. If you have lights that change colors, put that on, or maybe light some candles, and maybe read something before you go to sleep so it can get into your mind, your subconscious mind. Maybe listen to some frequencies on YouTube or on your phone. Maybe journal about your day that you had, and, say your prayers and your goals for tomorrow. Go ahead and set it out, speak it, and then go to sleep. Okay. I love the PowerPoints. Thank you for that. Interview him. Who is that? DM me. I don't even know how to say that name. What is that? What does he do? And why do you want me to DM him? Is it Enro Half Kenny? Tell me what Enro Half Kenny do. Who is that? Yeah. Y'all go and take a relaxing bath, a relaxing shower, put some essential oils in that thing, drink some tea, all of those things. Be intentional about going to bed, okay? On Rue? Oh, he's a Babalao. Okay. On Rue. I can DM him. Do you think that he will be receptive to doing an interview? So DM me. He's from Connecticut. DM me his Instagram, and I will surely ask him if that is something that he will feel comfortable doing. He from Connecticut? Is that what that means? Connecticut. I'm surprised you guys don't have anybody else that y'all want me to interview. Like, at most, if I was in somebody's line, I would be like, interview Rihanna. Since you saying shit, interview her. From Koi? I'm not too sure. Just DM me his their Instagram. That's what we're gonna do. I feel like I don't want to get off here. I realized that I work in I learned a word from my friend, a cyclical nature. I have bursts of wanting to do work and wanting to do lives and wanting to do PowerPoints and really like be intentional about my content. And right now I'm in one of those phases. And so I'm like excited because I recognize that we work our weeks, or our energy kind of works in, I guess, like a cycle, like polarity. I was just saying we should start paying attention to our behavior patterns. So like, you know, every month around the 4th, I might feel a little bit more sad or unmotivated, and like try to record that to see if it's like a cycle or a pattern that you're doing stuff in. Because I've recognized that, I just don't write it down. But yeah, I have times where I'm like super focused and I'm like, hell yeah, like I'm cranking out content, I want to get on here. And then there are other times where I'm like, fuck what you talking about. You feel me? Like I'm not. You thought I was when I wasn't. Psych. Like that. Like that's how I be talking to myself. Advice on going through a burnout. Exactly what I'm saying. Recognizing that you work in a pattern. You might not necessarily be honoring your nature, your cyclical, I guess, energy. Like, you might have times where you really feel super motivated and you work in bursts. And then there might be times where you just don't feel like working, or you don't feel like putting energy into your passion projects, and that is okay. That's okay. There's no pressure. Honoring that. I think that burnout happens when you push yourself at times where your body is like, you need to be resting. You need to be, the only way that you can gain more material information is by being in a space of rest. Then you start to have burnout because you're just trying to work, you know, you're trying to work like the way that a job is. And that's not how that goes when it comes to your business or your passion. I mean, you know, you got to run a business or whatever, but still you should honor your cycles, basically. Y'all like my picture back there? She cute. I never have done a live where I've done like advice hour. That would be cute. I should do like relationship advice, because I might have been delusional, but I've gained a lot of wisdom from my delusion. So I feel like, I could definitely give advice on different topics. So maybe that will be a live that I can incorporate into my page, my PowerPoint information, my lives with Khadidra, and then maybe a live where you guys can but y'all got to participate. A live where you could come in and ask for relationship advice or just life advice or whatever, and I will answer to the best of my ability with the knowledge that I have. And if I don't know something, I'm going to find somebody who do. Okay? I don't want to leave. Are y'all sleepy? I'm not sleepy at all. It's warm. I feel like I did my eyebrows really good tonight. I don't know what else is going on in the world. Anybody have anything else that y'all want to talk about or say before I get off of here? So I'm not just being weird and awkward and raising my eyebrows up at y'all. Hi everybody who just came in. Makeup on point. Your boy is making some sleep herb tea. Ooh, you should let people call in like the infomercials and get advice. You know what's funny? I was gonna do that. That's what my Instagram Tarot Talk Live was about. And you know, that might be something that I do. So I definitely will have advice hour. Do you have anyone to interview about astral travel? No. But if you follow somebody who talks about astral travel, let me know. And I can do some research on somebody who specifically, works in that. Sleep hex tea? What that mean? What that mean? Me and my friend have been having someone from the other side knock. Like knock, like trying to get your attention, like they want to. At the job site, they'll knock twice. What does that mean? Only happens when we are together. Oh no! Would like knock where? Like what? And this is like you're awake. It's not a dream. They're knocking like in a building that you're in. Yeah, I'll find somebody who specifies in astral travel, and I will definitely interview them. I'm realizing that there's nobody that I know of on social media that specifies in just dream work. Knocking on the wall. And you know for a fact that it's nobody like on the other side of the wall. Like you went to the other side and you was like, I don't even see nothing. Let me know. I mean, if that's the case, then you need to look into maybe what happened at that job site. You know, maybe something happened there before y'all got there, and y'all are the only two that are in tune with that energy to where y'all are able to hear it. I can't give you no advice on what to do. That's an intuitive thing if you want to participate in trying to figure out why. Other than that, be like, hey, we come in peace. I hope that you gain peace. And sometimes I like to say that I give thanks to the spirits of the land. So maybe, something that kind of gives just a peace offering in a way. The sleep hex tea is Reiki infused. It has mugwort, Egyptian. Ooh, I love blue lotus. Ooh, Egyptian blue lotus and other herbs to encourage astral projection. Look at that. Do you specify in astral stuff? Because somebody is asking about astral dreams, and if this is something that you are good at, then perhaps I should interview you. that tea combination is great. Blue Lotus is definitely a great thing for astral projecting. I personally have had Blue Lotus. Very good, very amazing. Sorry, I just coughed on y'all. That's ugly. I said that I was going to. So we also have a full moon in Capricorn coming up on July 3rd. I can do a PowerPoint for that for y'all too. And I think I'm going to get on live and pull some cards for y'all on that full moon. I haven't pulled cards live in a long time. So I'll definitely make sure that my phone is charged for that. Because, you know, I talk a lot, if y'all can't tell. Your girl be talking a lot. I'm a Gemini moon. I love talking. Talking. You are so welcome. Well, that's it. That's all. I'm going to save this live and put it up on my page. Y'all go like it as soon as I put it up. As soon as I hang up on this thing, y'all go like it so that it can get in the algorithm, and send it to a friend that may need this, because it may save somebody's life, especially somebody who is dealing with a toxic or delusional relationship. Okay, this live might be helpful so that they're not singing like Alicia Keys talking about "you don't know my name" and they done created a whole fake scenario. Okay, or like I said, avoiding drinking and driving because of this Pisces energy and Neptune and Saturn. Okay, and that's it. That's all. Thank y'all for getting on here. I love you all. And yeah, prepare to go to sleep tonight in a very intentional fashion. Okay.